friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. We got the whole crew here tonight. We got the Rosa String Works Band. And we're going to do a bunch of live music and we'll take your requests. We have our technical staff over there watching all the comments. And so they're going to be feeding those to us between songs and things. So I'll just tell you this. There's something I really enjoy about bluegrass music, and it's all the jam sessions. Just the other night, we had a big jam session at my house. My wife was at the front door, and she was greeting them with hugs. And then in the hall, I could hear a banjo. I think he was picking out some scrubs. In the corner, there was a dobro, and I think he was polishing up his bar. And through the front door window, I could see a little tiny car. And then that little foreign car was a big old doghouse bass, which only goes to prove we only need a little space. There's tuning keys and peg heads in every size and shape, with catgut on the fiddle and nylon on the bass. And there was a mandolin against the wall tuning up to get it right, and the guitar player was strumming. I think she was set to pick all night. There was food out on the table, cold cuts, chips, and ham. Y'all pull your chairs up real close to your video monitor, because we're going to have a bluegrass jam. Without reason or rhyme, might be right around the corner, or it will come from behind. The picture that I thought would fade, but I still clearly see. That's when the thought of you catches up with me. Sunday drive, the sky above the shade of blue, driving down some lonesome highway, then you come into view. Mile after mile goes by, and you're all I see. And that's when the thought of you catches up with me. Well, good evening, everybody. We've already got 164 viewers out there, so hey, we've played a lot of shows way smaller than that, so we're not nervous at all. It don't bother us, it don't even bother me a little bit. Thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. We hope that we'll do something you'll enjoy. I want to mention tonight that you can help support us. I don't want anybody to feel like obligated that you need to pay for this. You don't need to. But if you are so inclined, and if you, we'll send you one of ours. Of course, that might be a penalty. I really don't know. Okay. Have we had anything that you want to tell us about yet over there, technical staff?
Tons of stuff.
You have a lot of comments. You got a lot of requests. Jeff Behrman says, can you play the high glue waltz?
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Danny Sr. wants
I don't know if you heard that. Let me just say before, I don't know if you can hear our technical staff, but someone asked for the hide glue waltz. And if you know anything about my channel, I'm always ragging on hide glue, how much it tears up instruments and how much they fall apart and all that. So someone's being a smart aleck. That's not a good way to start off. Okay, anything else you want to report?
You got requests for bringing Mary home.
Say that again.
Bringing Mary home.
Oh, bringing Mary home. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on my next song when we come around. And we did just get a super chat there. So any, like I said, any super chat, $25 or more, and we will send you a CD. Beverly, have you got anything in mind?
Well, I thought I'd go to the key of D.
D-Dog.
And do an old gospel hymn song called Where Could I Go?
We're going to try to remember to tell you the key so that you can play along at home. So this is in the key of D.
You want me started?
We got some nice comments there. Something about a good lady singer, fine voice. Well, there you go.
Thank you.
There's a couple people saying that it's buffering.
Yeah, we are getting a number of comments. I was noticing there. Since I wasn't so busy on that song, I could read some comments. And people are talking about the buffering. All I can tell you is you're just going to have to talk to Elon Musk about that, because he's the one that owns Starlink, and I can't do a thing about it. So, yeah, and someone said cut down our resolution, but I'm not really willing to cut it down. And that's number one. And number two is I couldn't cut it down if I wanted to on the live stream without having to restart the whole thing. So that can't happen, unfortunately. So let's move on. Where are we going next?
Let's see, we'll do a little bit of John Hardy.
John Hardy, hello.
Key of A.
Great tune. We just got another super chat there from Bill Hyder. Thank you, Bill.
Ready?
And you said A?
A.
Okay, we're doing this in the key A. I was going to take it for another round there, but old Leon decided that that was all she wrote. So we just cut her off right there and leave you wanting more. That's what we'll do. We've got, let me introduce everybody real quick. We are missing a member tonight, but we have a 1+ anyway. So we've got Tim on Carter. Tim Carter. I started to come up with a different last name. Tim Carter on guitar, and he's from Limestone, Tennessee, the home of Davy Crockett. So Tim, thank you for sitting in with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And by the way, I want to say thank you to Joan, his wife, because she sent some sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread,
and
yeah.
man, she is a sourdough artist. I'm telling you, she had it was beautiful to begin with because it had all this little design carved in it, and it just, I think Joan, I think you need to put a warning on it though, and that is that, I almost went blind eating it because my tongue nearly slapped my eyeballs out of socket. I'm telling you, it's, you need to put a warning on there. And then we have Leon Pruitt back there on the banjo, and Leon is from the home of Daniel Boone. So we've got the home of Davy Crockett and the home of Daniel Boone, and so we've got the whole frontier covered there. And Leon is the senior member of the Rosa String Works band. He's been with me since 1991. It's amazing.
So how do you mean that senior?
Well, yeah.
Senior,
I mean it both ways. and it's amazing we're still talking, And we have on the upright bass, we have Don Davis from St. James, Missouri. And Don is such a good guitar player, we make him play bass. That's just really the bottom line. He shows us all up so bad. And then we have this lovely lady to my left here, Beverly Spencer, and she plays everything, literally everything, and is on guitar tonight because we don't have Gary Haven. He's the one that we're missing on the guitar. So Beverly filling in that way, and Tim is filling in as well.
You call me your utility.
Yeah, she's the utility player. Yeah, kind of like what? Or who was that guy that Whitey Herzog said was his utility player? Can you remember that? I can't think of who that was now. Never mind. I shouldn't have brought it up. By the way, if you do have requests, we'll try to get to them, but there's no guarantees. On our technical staff, you got anything you want to report?
Captain Bubba has asked for mission to Moscow. Have you ever
Cabin
heard of that?
Bubba asks for mission to Moscow. That has to be a joke. That's probably is that probably a rock and roll song or something? Somebody's probably being smart out there, Let's see. Okay, I think Tim's up. What are you going to do, Tim?
Since we're in A, let's go ahead and do This Morning at 9. We can do that one.
This Morning at 9 in the key of
Key of
A.
A.
I don't know that I can kick it,
I'll just
unfortunately.
crank it up. I awoke this morning from a lovely dream and looked about this lonely room of mine. Somewhere in the distance to me it seemed church bells were ringing this morning at 9. Bitter tears are shedding all because of you. I'm like a lonely prisoner serving his time, thinking of the days when love was true, but you and another this morning at 9. My poor broken heart is starting to cry. I realize you never could be mine. Just then I remember what day it really was. You and another this morning at 9. Bitter tears are shedding all across you. I'm like a lonely prisoner serving his time, thinking of the day when love was true, but you and another this morning at 9. and darling, that's it.
We're through playing now. You can tell we've
It's
got
gonna
this.
be unrehearsed.
Yeah, you can tell we've rehearsed all of this. No, we're just having a jam. That's what I said at the beginning. And so we're just having fun with it. And hope you are too. I see a lot of people are playing along at home and said you're enjoying it. And one guy's playing along at home on his fiddle. And I guarantee you, if that was me, I'd be by myself. There's not going to be anybody around if I'm playing fiddle.
I saw that my wife is watching, and she said you're welcome.
Oh, well, good, good. Well, thank you, Joan. Let's see. I saw that Andrew Reynolds, a longtime viewer of the channel, said Beverly can play anything. She is a super cool lady. Don't let it go to your head there. Don't let it go to your head. Robert Harris says, tear it up, Jerry. That's all I ever do.
Oh, my.
I can't do anything but tear it up. Oh, Bruce Ducker just gave us a $50 super chat. Thank you very much, Bruce. We really do appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Is it back to me? I had a request, and this is one I haven't practiced in a while, but I'll give it a shot. It's called Bringing Mary Home.
What key you do that
I'm
in?
going to do that in G.
Okay.
It goes right to the C, to the A, to the D. Let me try that again. I was driving down a lonely road on a dark and stormy night when a little girl by the roadside showed up in my headlight. Well, I stopped, she crawled in the back, and in a shaky tone she said, my name is Mary, please won't you take me home. She must have been so frightened, alone there in the night. There was something strange about her, for her face was deathly white. She sat there pale and quiet in the back seat all alone. And I never will forget that night I took Mary home. Can you turn that around, Leon? I pulled into the driveway where she told me to go. I got out to help her from the car, then I opened up the door. But I just could not believe my eyes, for the back seat was bare. And I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. Someone opened up the door, and I asked about the little girl that I was searching for. The lady gently smiled as she brushed a tear away, and she said it sure was nice of you to go out of your way. But 13 years ago tonight, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and we miss her so. Thank you for your trouble and the kindness you have shown. You're the 13th one that's been here, bringing Mary home. Hadn't done that one in quite a while. I do that one for the kids at the schools.
Halloween.
Yeah, during the Halloween time. They love that because it's a ghost story. So I always throw that out there to them, and they just absolutely eat it up. Beverly, how long you been playing music? When did you start? Tell these people something about yourself.
Well, I started playing when I was very young, and my dad had a electric guitar.
What do you mean when you were very young? You're still very young.
I feel young some days, and some days not. But yeah, I learned to play on the old country songs, and I learned to play the rhythm guitar and electric bass at that time. And then,
Cool.
as it escalated, our neighborhood had every Friday night had a jam session at somebody's house, and they did not allow electric instruments in the Bluegrass field.
Aha!
So, and we played electric instruments. So, if we were going to partake in it, we had to get some acoustic instruments.
You had to switch over.
We did, and we loved it, and we've been hung on it ever since.
Well, cool. Well, I'm fortunate that you did because it helps me out a whole lot that you did that. Okay, well, let's see. I guess you're up, Beverly.
Yeah, and actually,
Oh,
But then
I think our
anything good
technical
happening over there?
our technical staff may have something to report.
There's lots of comments for Leon on the banjo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
There's a
should be.
couple people asking if
I'll
that's
stop.
the world's finest mandolin.
He's gonna play it anyway. What
I'll
did you say?
stop.
What did you say about the finest mandolin here?
There's a couple people asking if that's the world's finest.
Yes, this is the world's finest mandolin ever built by a human. And of course, that's not 100% true. It just was clickbait title number one, and also my goal to try to build the finest mandolin that I could build. And I'm pretty dang gum happy with it. I really am. So I'm okay with that.
his party.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty. It's got some pretty to it, you know. In case you haven't seen it out there, if you're new to this, I hand carve a rose in the back. This rose here, which I'll try to get it out of the glare, that rose there is a piece of Osage orange, and it's cut into 16 different petals and inlaid in there, each petal individual. And then this here was cut out with a laser cutter and inlaid in just small roses on the dots, things like that. And that's a piece of deer antler, by the way, in case you're wondering why that's white. That's a piece of deer antler. That's what actually started the Rosa String Works business, was the deer antler. Okay.
And I saw that someone has commented about the microphones, asking if we had more than one mic because it sounds really good. But
Oh, no, we
You got
only
the one?
have the Blue Yeti, and this is the, I forgot now. They've got a new
Bluegrass.
name for the Blue
Bluegrass
Yeti.
Bluegrass
Yeah.
Yeti.
This, I had the silver one, the regular Blue Yeti, and this one is another Blue Yeti, but it's a different model, and I don't remember. But anyway,
We're going to call it the Bluegrass Yeti.
yeah, it's
That's
the
what it's
Bluegrass Yeti. So there you go. Beverly, have you got something in mind?
I do. We were talking about my old country music, so I'm gonna do one of those songs, but I
Okay.
want to put a little bluegrass flavor to my country music songs.
All right.
What key?
We're gonna go to the key of A,
Hey.
and this is a Porter Wagner song.
Oh.
I thought I heard you call my name.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a good song. By the way, I'm not really winking at you guys. I've had a twitch in this eye for 2 days, and it just keeps twitching, and it just keeps blinking. So I'm not really winking at you. That's not the point. I just can't stop winking.
I normally have a fiddle kickoff
Oh.
on this. Can you do the fiddle kickoff with your mandolin?
I can't even do mandolin with a mandolin, let alone a fiddle with a mandolin. So, what is it? I thought I heard you call me.
Do, do.
mechanical gadget. Wow, that's pretty darn good right there. Yeah, if I do say so myself. And not so much of it on our part.
Oh, you guys are wonderful.
Mighty fine.
Thank you, thank you.
Very good job.
Super job.
Okay, yeah, I saw some nice comments scrolling up there as she was singing. It said, the sound is really great, actually, professional level. So thank you very much. We were worried about the sound. We were fighting that tonight. Everything we were doing was overdriving the mic substantially. So we kept turning it down, turning it down, turning it down, and we were just at its mercy pretty much. So I hope it works out. Leon, tell us something about you and then play a tune.
Okay, ready for the tune.
I'll tell you at least something about him. He was one of the first guys that I met in Bluegrass that was kind enough to help me out when I was first learning to play. So I'll say that about him. He's a kind-hearted man, and he had a wonderful brother. And we used to play music together in a band called Main Street, I'll tell you that. And Leon retired from Boeing, and he won't talk about himself much, so that's why I'm doing that. I know he loves to fish, so what else?
Let's see.
He collects cars.
I collect instruments.
He
Don't tell
collects
my wife,
everything.
I have a few of them at home.
Yeah, he does have a couple of instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and he can play them all too. And seriously, I'm not making this up when I tell you, he can pick the living tar out of a guitar also. And play the lead guitar on those old-time country songs, and you would swear it's from the original recording when you hear it. I mean, he is that good playing those things. Too bad we don't do electric here, but, you know, maybe one day we'll have to change and bend the rules.
There you go.
What have you got for us?
Well, let's see. We'll change keys and on sled ride, and we'll do that in A instead of G.
Okay. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me. I can screw it up in any key. It don't matter.
As long as we're all there, I think.
Yeah, as long as we're all in A, we'll get close. 25 years ago, that didn't hurt. Oh my gosh.
One man says, hotter than this heat wave.
Whoa! We had a comment, hotter than this heat wave. Well, that's pretty nice. Who said that?
Asteroid coming? I don't know.
Asteroid Cummings said that. Hotter than this heat wave. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And anything else over there you want to report
You have
back?
11 different requests for songs.
11 requests for songs. Well, name one.
The last one commented was, they said Carmela, but I think
Carmen. Carmen. Where are we at? Okay, we got Tim. I'll do Carmen after Tim does one here.
Well, since we're in A, we can do Stay Away From Me. We did that one.
Stay away from me.
But it's one that, if you don't remember, I'll just crank it up.
Yeah, just.
Go in there. It's a tender love song. Remember that? Stay away from me. You're causing me trouble. It's been that way since from the start. You brought me in. No joy, no laughter. Stay away from me. You're breaking my heart. No sky is blue. The sun is shining. And the autumn leaves are turning brown. I'm ready soon, but I can't have you. Stay away from me. Get out of town. Stay away from me. I know what you're after. It's best if we stay far apart. You brought me pain. No joy, no laughter. Stay away from me. You're breaking my heart. But the sky is blue. The sun is shining. And the autumn leaves are turning brown. I love you, but I can't have you. Stay away from me. Stay out of town. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, and the autumn leaves are turning brown. I love you, but I can't have you. Stay away from me. Stay out of town. Stay away from me. Stay out of town.
Woo! We ended together and everything.
Tender
My
love
gosh. Give us another hour and a half, we'll have this down. Our format for tonight, in case I haven't mentioned it, and I don't think I have, is that we were planning to play about 40-45 minutes or so, something like that. Take a little short break and have a surprise guest come in and do 2 or 3 original tunes. And then we were going to come back and play another 30 or 40 minutes, whether you wanted us to or not. We're at 219 viewers right now. We were actually a little higher than that a minute ago. I guess we did something wrong.
It
So
says 232 of them.
yeah, she says 232 on her machine.
We'll believe her count.
Yeah, I had 235 at one time, so we're down to 219 on this one. So we'll have to pick it up, I guess. Let's see. I had a request. What was that request, Carmen? In the sea of keys, my friends. This is going to go right to the G chord on the yodel. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Tonight I am making my body shaking. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight there'll be no room for tears in my bedroom. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight as I stand here I've noticed my hands here are trembling as never before. My feelings I can't hide, resistance is all that my pride will rush out that moment she walks through the door. The lips that have kissed her, that's loved her and missed her, or lips that have cursed her at night. Through anguish and wanted so much. I place pretty flowers to brighten the hours. I put brand new sheets on the bed. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, recalling, remembering the way that she touched his head. And I've given much thought to the fact that I ought to have more control over my life. How can I find it? There's no way to hide it. I cannot deny it, the love that I have for my wife. Carmen, Carmen, Well, there you have it. That's Carmen. Marty Robbins didn't play a lot of bluegrass, but he sure did in my house. Yeah, I'll have to, in the second set, I'll have to do you the song that I wrote for Marty Robbins. He just never heard it is all. But it sounds just like a Marty Robbins number, and I'll tell you the story and everything. We're going to probably take a little short break here. I just want to remind everyone, if you super chat at the $25 level or higher, you'll get, we'll follow up with you and send you a free CD from the Boers. Gary Boer sent us a bunch of his CDs, and these are great CDs. They really are. Absolutely a great bluegrass CD. And if we run out of those by chance, and I don't think we will, but if we run out of those, well, then I'll send you one of mine or something at that point. And for any $25 donation or higher, I'm going to put on a real temporary screen here while we make our change and get our new guest singer in place. So just watch this. Well, my friends, you can see the person you've been asking for. I get more requests to have Emery sing all the time, so here you go. We're going to put her up in front of the microphone. And just for those of you who don't know, Emery is my daughter-in-law. She is married to my son, J.R. So Emery's got some songs that she's written here that I think you're just going to love.
Okay. Well, this first song I actually didn't write, but I've just always thought it was a really beautiful song. It's called He Will Hold Me Fast, and I think Keith Getty wrote it, and he and his wife do it. So I will attempt to sing it. Here we go. When I fear my faith will fail, Christ will hold me fast. When the tempter would prevail, I could keep my hold through life's fearful path, for my love is often cold. He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast, for my Savior loves me so. And He will hold me fast. Those He saves are His delight. Christ will hold me fast, precious in His holy sight. He will hold me fast. He'll not let my soul be lost. His promises shall last, bought by Him at such a cost. He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast, for my Savior loves me so. And He will hold me fast. For my life He bled and died. Christ will hold me fast. Justice has been satisfied. He will hold me fast, raised with Him and in this life. He will hold me fast till our faith is turned to sight. When He comes at last, He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast, for my Savior loves me so. And He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast. He will hold me fast, for my Savior loves me so. For my Savior loves me so. Yes, my Savior loves me so. And He will hold me fast. There you go. Okay, I got another song. This next one, it's I've never done this one before. It's a song I wrote earlier this winter. I guess I named it I Lay Down My Chains. And I at first wrote it for myself. It was from something about me, but halfway through it, it kind of started being about my mom too. So I'm going to go ahead and do it and see if we can get through it. And this is the first time I really sang it for anybody outside my kids. So. For so long, I've ignored a voice in me, longing to be released. I have shoved, burying her in the depths of me, using shame, covering deep. From the ashes she will rise. arm from me, so my heart now can see all the lies they reveal clearly. They have tried to take my life. From the ashes she will rise, and I will not contain her inside any longer. So I take off all of old, and she'll rise up into the light I behold. I can't hold back any longer. I cannot keep my voice at bay anymore. The spirit in me seems longing to be set free. So I lay down my chains. I lay down my chains. I lay down all my chains, and I shake off all the lies, and she'll rise up from this grave inside. There you go. First to hear it. Kind of a long one, but. And then I got one more song. You want me to do it, Jerry?
Yep.
Okay.
I definitely want you to do it.
This is just my song. I actually played it, I think, for you guys before, but I'm gonna do it again. I wrote it for my kids, so I'll just go ahead and start it. I know that you're afraid to lay your head upon your pillow, to close your eyes and fall asleep. You're terrified what your dreams may be, but I promise it's okay. Baby, you're always safe. Blessed are you, child. Blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. Blessed are you, child. Blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. For your father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. Yes, your father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. I hear your little feet running down the hall to Daddy and me, and I see the fear in your eyes. You jump in bed and we hold you tight. I promise it's okay. Little one, you're always safe. Blessed are you, child, blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. Blessed are you, child, blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. For your Father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. Yes, your Father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. I hear you call in the night. I run to you, I'm by your side. And you say, Mama, I can't sleep. I draw you near, you cuddle close to me. I promise it's okay. Babe, you're always safe. Blessed are you, child, blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. Blessed are you, child, blessed are you. Blessed are you when you're sleeping. For your Father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. Yes, your Father's arms, they're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping. They're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you. They're wrapped around you when you're sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I'd say let's hear it for Emery, but you guys can't clap loud enough that I could hear it anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That first time I heard her sing that song, I just cried like a baby. I literally did. Well, that was so pretty that there ain't no chance I'm going to follow that. So we're going to make Don follow that on the guitar.
Are we gonna swap around?
Is this out there or leave it right here? Or-
Yeah, well, Beverly will grab it, I think.
Okay,
I think.
you got it?
Yep, I got it, I think.
It acts like you don't wanna drop it or something,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, this is a repair shop. Even if we drop it, we'll fix it.
Not reassuring.
Oh my goodness, that was good. Yeah, I saw a number of comments there. I think Michael 2X said, Emery, my favorite singer. So, my goodness, that was really nice. Let's see, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Come on now, she's an angel, y'all. Well, I kind of agree with that. All right, let's see here. We'll get back into our part. We're going to play for another hour or so. I'll remind you that if you do a super chat of $25 or more, we'll give you a CD from the Boers, and I guarantee you you'll like it. It's a great bluegrass CD. And if we run out of those by some strange way, which I doubt, but I'll send you one of mine after that. So, you know, I hate to penalize you like that, but that's what we'll do. Let's see here. It looks like Jimbo just subscribed. Well, thank you, Jimbo. I appreciate that. All right, so
Do a little bit of that wheels.
Sure. What key?
G.
As I mentioned to you, Don is such a good guitar player that we make him play bass. But we'll let him pick a couple in a set like this so that we can just kind of keep peace in the family, you know. Now, the last time he played this, the comments was at least one of you know that song, you know, and he was the one that knew it. I still don't know it and probably still can't play it, but this is a jam session, you know. So I'll just do what I can do. It's called Wheels, right?
Wheels.
What key are we going to do this in?
In G.
In the key of G.
I'll see if I know it.
Mighty fine, Don. Very good job. And we're not going to let you just sit there and pick one. So what are you going to do for your encore?
Well, we'll do a gospel song, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. We do that in E.
Okay, I'm just trying to tune here a little bit as we're going. The world's finest mandolin
We had a request for that song. So
doesn't
perfect.
always stay in
did.
perfect
We did,
tune.
Oh, well, good.
Just a closer walk with thee. And what flavor of key are we going to do this in?
That's an E.
In the E of keys.
And I'll send this out to my wife.
Oh,
Bonnie,
okay.
Yeah, she
All right.
likes this song. So
Bonnie
I'll
likes
give it
this
to her.
song, so hello, Bonnie. Hope you enjoy our version of it this evening. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Oh my goodness, he can sure pick that guitar.
Robert Harris would like to know how much for a Jerry Sines guitar pick.
For a Jerry what guitar?
Jerry Sines guitar pick, he said.
How about $25 for a Jerry signed guitar pick and a CD? Somebody asked about that, in case you're wondering why I said that. Someone asked, how much for a Jerry signed guitar pick? Well, I was going to say that would make the guitar pick worthless, so therefore I felt I would feel bad if I didn't send you a CD. So there you go. So just make it $25 and you can have both. But be sure you ask for that because I won't remember it otherwise. Let's see. By the way, anyone that has made that super chat, you're going to have to get a hold of me, by the way. You'll have to send me an email so that I'll have your address to send it to you. So after the show or anytime later, just send an email to rosastringworks@gmail.com and give me your address. As long as you've done a $25 super chat or more, we will send you a CD. But just remember to do that because I have no way to get a hold of you otherwise. So be sure to send us an email. What are you frowning at?
I was trying to read.
Oh, you're reading, you're not frowning.
No.
I thought she was mad at me
I
or
don't
something.
have
I was
my
about ready to duck. We've been getting some really, really nice comments. I really, really appreciate your support. We're up to 260 people in the audience right now. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm going to do the song that I wrote for Marty Robbins. It's in the key of C. I'm going to tell you the as short a version of this as I can tell you, but it's a little bit of a story. When I was 18 years old, I was just sort of playing a little bit of music, like 3 chords on a guitar, and I could barely do that. I really didn't start seriously playing music till I was almost 30. But at 18, I could play a little tiny bit on a guitar, like 3 chords, and that was it. So I started writing songs even back then, and my brother, I was really jealous of him because he was only 10 years old and could play literally any instrument you put in his hand. You could put a piccolo in his hand and he could play it. You could put an accordion, a piano, it didn't matter. He could play it and play it well. He was just a musical genius. So keep that in mind. 18 years old, I started writing music. Well, then at age 29, roughly, I started getting really serious about bluegrass. And every time I would sit down to play bluegrass, no matter what kind of setting, whether it was a jam or just practicing by myself, whatever, this song would come into my head and I couldn't figure out where it came from. But I thought, it's got to be a Marty Robbins song. And every time I would, start to play any kind of music, this song would come into my head and I couldn't get rid of it. And this went on and went on and went on, and I'm now 48 years old. So we went from 18 to 28 roughly to 48. And this song is still in my head and I still don't know where it came from. And I've asked everybody I can ask on the internet. I've searched the internet. I've asked Marty Robbins fans clubs. I bought every album Marty ever put out and never found this song. But everybody I asked, including all the DJs, said, oh yeah, that's an old Marty Robbins number. Sure it is. It has to be. It sounds too much like Marty Robbins to be anybody else. Finally, after 30 years of searching for this song, I finally asked my brother, I said, Scott, every time I start to play music, this song comes into my head. Do you know where this came from? And so I sang it to him and he goes, yeah, you big explicative. He thought I was a total idiot. He goes, you big idiot? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, you've been looking for that song that long? And I said, yeah. He goes, you don't remember you wrote it? And I said, I wrote it? What are you talking about? He goes, you don't remember sitting on Mom and Dad's back porch? I was playing the piano when you were writing that song? And I said, oh yeah, I did. So I finished it when I was 48. So from 18 to 48, it took me 30 years to write this song. I hope you like it. It's called From Where I Stand, and it's in the key of C. From where I stand, I can see all the lights of the city. For one man to love one woman so much, it's a pity. goes anyway. From where I stand I can hear the music and laughter. Carmela tells me that's what her young heart is after. But I see it differently, I see her there with a man. Carmela is lying, I see it from where I stand. From where I stand I can see the smiles on their faces. The music plays on as I watch their tender embraces. From where I stand I can see her dress as it's swaying, and it seems to be waving goodbye to me. From where I stand I can hear the music and laughter. Carmela tells me that's what her young heart is after. But I see it differently, I see her there with a man. Carmela's lying, I see from where I stand. Camilla is lying, I see it from where I stand. There you have it, the story and everything. I'm out of tune. It's the A string on a mandolin, it's the B string on a guitar.
Jerry, you have a handful of requests for Wavering Stranger.
Oh, okay. Wayfaring
They
Stranger.
want to hear Leon play.
What's that?
They want to hear the banjo on it.
Oh, okay.
A wayfaring stranger?
Well, you do have a part on it. You do have a part on it. Let's go ahead and do that one real quick. It's in B minor. B minor if you're keeping score. We do this song a little different than most people do. We do it a little bit more like an instrumental than we do like a just a regular gospel song. But I hope you'll like our version of it. It is on our gospel album, by the way, which you can obtain off of our website. Off of my website, I should say, rosastringworks.com. And can you remember how to kick this off on the bass?
I'll try.
This goes boom, ba, boom. just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. You didn't think he could do it, did you? I'm going there to meet my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. Been a while since we did that one.
I say so.
I don't know how long it's been. It's been quite a while. I bet it's been close to a year anyway. Maybe not that long.
3 years.
3 years, she said. I don't think it's been that long, but it's been a while. Been a few months at least, several months. I think we might have did it right when we first started playing back at the restaurant. That's been 3 or 4 months at least. So anyway, but it's been a while. Before that, it was at least 3 years,
Yeah, it
probably. But
It's a good song.
so you got to do them once every 3 or 4 years, twice maybe. Some songs. Have you got one there, Beverly?
Well, I did one. Leon's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have. I'll tell you what. Let's do. Let's skip over to Tim and have Tim tell you his story, because we don't know much about Tim. Because you're wondering how did Tim get involved in this tonight? Well, he's staying at our rental retreat. He brought me that guitar right there to set up, and I guess it's working okay. How's that?
Working fine.
Good. So we set that guitar up this week, and he's been staying at the rental retreat all week by himself up there, and so I'll let him tell you the rest of it.
I don't know that there's much else to tell. I didn't start playing music till I was, 45 years old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I didn't pick up any instrument till I was about 45.
Wow.
And
You can't tell it.
just take. Well, I can
It
tell.
sounds awfully good to
But
me.
but yeah, so you're never. It's never too late to try. I guess is the best way to say that.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can
for
pick
sure.
it up and start, and love it, and just glad to be able to be here and doing that. Like you said, I'm from Tennessee, born and raised there, so
Yeah. Well, cool.
glad to be here. Thank you.
We'll start thinking of a song. We'll have you do one in a minute. But I'm going to have Don tell his story back there. I'll tell you what I know about Don, and it ain't very much. Is that I know Don was a pilot. He flew his own plane for a while, and I don't know if he just wised up or what, but he don't have that anymore. But he's also a big fan of steel guitar music. I know he went to a lot of those shows and things. Yeah, he went to the steel guitar conventions and things like that. So I'll turn it over to Don and let him tell you anything else he's got to say about himself.
Well, I don't have much. I've been playing most all my life, but I started out playing country music, lead guitar, and picked for about 18 years, and got interested in bluegrass and disgusted with country at that time.
Yeah.
So I switched over, and I'm glad I did. And we
Yeah.
play a lot of gospel and enjoy the bluegrass and gospel.
Well, we're sure glad you did switch over, because we enjoy playing with you. You know what? I tell you what, I love old time country. In fact, we do lots of old country songs, bluegrass style, and maybe we'll do one of those here in a minute. Tim, have you got something in mind there?
We have a request for Blue Ridge Cabin Home.
Yeah, that's
We had one, didn't we?
You know what I call Blue Ridge Cabin Home the Bluegrass National Anthem song. It really is. Every single bluegrass band out there knows this song, or should at least.
I guarantee they played it.
Yeah, pretty much everyone knows it.
There's a well-beaten path on some mountainside where I wandered when I was back. And I wandered alone in a place I call home, in those blue ridge hills far away. Oh, I love the hills of West Virginia. From those blue ridge hills I have grown. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain? Far away, mountain, mountain. My thoughts wander back to the ranch after Jack and those blue ridge hills far away. Where my mother and dad are laid down to rest. They are sleeping in peace together. Oh, I love the hills of West Virginia. From those blue ridge hills I can go. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain? Far away, mountain, mountain. I returned to that old cabin home with a sigh. I've been longing for days to go by. When I die, won't you bury me on the old mountainside? Make my resting place upon the hills so high. Oh, I love the hills of West Virginia. From those blue ridge hills I can go. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain? Far away, mountain, mountain. Far away, mountain, mountain.
The Bluegrass National Anthem right there, the Blue Ridge Mountain Home. Well, let's see. I really do like old country songs, so I'm gonna do you a real old one first. And when I say real old, it's at least from the '60s, if not even a hair before that. But I think it's from the '60s, and it's in the C. I think we do this in C. The only reason I do this song is so I can say the guy's name who sang it. His name was Hawkshaw Hawkins. Now you know it's got to be an old country song when you hear that. Had our number changed today, although I hated to. Every time the phone would ring, they'd want to speak to you. And it hurt to tell them you're not here with me. So maybe now, oh telephone, you'll let me be. It's not in the book now, you'd better write it down. Just in case your love for me should ever come back around. And if it does, then darling, you'll know where I'll be. So just call lonesome 77203. How about some banjo? charges you can call collect to me. So just call lonesome 77203. Woohoo! The original version of that song didn't have that tag on it because I retired from AT&T and I started learning that song back when I worked for the telephone company. I had to write that tag to it, you know. I figured drum up a little business, you know.
Well, I think right.
Leon, how about a band jar number?
Let's see, we'll do a little bit of Old Joe Clark
Old Joe Clark.
in the key of A.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, because I care, I'm going to try checking my tuning here.
Oh.
I keep going up in pitch tonight. The world's finest mandolin ever built by a human is excited and just it keeps going up in pitch, you know. Okay, I think that's good. I think we're close enough. And this is in the key of A, right?
It is, yeah.
Woo! Gave me mandolin elbow. Oh my goodness. From our technical staff, what are we
Well, you have lots
hearing?
of requests, but there's been a handful
Lots of requests.
for Brother John.
Tell them we're going to play anyway. But as far as the requests go, no, Brother John, I would do that, but I haven't trained these folks on that tune, and I do. That's a very unique song, so I don't think we ought to try that one. But we'll have to learn that one at the restaurant. I love that song. Brother John is really one of my very favorite all-time songs. I did that in my old band years and years ago, and really have never brought it back out because it's just a complicated song. It takes a lot of time to learn it. So I just never have done it. But otherwise, I'd do it if I could. We are getting a lot of spam scrolling up the screen, so I'd appreciate it if you all just ignore that. And if you can do anything about it, feel free. Just go right ahead and knock it out of there. Any other particular request?
There is Fox on the Run, Salt Creek, Old Hickory Grove, or Old Hickory, Mandolin Wine, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, Blackberry Blossom, Seminole Wind, Lonesome Blues,
Lonesome Blues. Which one
Bill
is that?
Skinner Blues,
Lonesome Blues.
Walls of Time.
I tell you what, I don't know if I can do any of those requests that I'm hearing from our technical staff over there, but I've got, well, we did Seminole Wind earlier in the first half, huh?
Yeah, we did earlier.
Yeah, we did that one in the first half, so I'm going to have to pass on Seminole Wind. But I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's do an old Jimmy Rogers number. Let's go to the D of keys. So we're in the key of D, in case you don't understand my mumbo-jumbo talk. This is a song that Jimmy Rogers wrote very late in his life. It wasn't the last song he wrote, but it was among the last songs he wrote, and he wrote it about the disease that killed him. My good gal's trying to make a fool out of me. Yeah, my gal's trying to make a fool out of me. She's trying to make me believe I ain't got the OTB. When it rained down, sorrow rained over me, Lord. When it rained down, sorrow rained over me. Now my body rides like a train on the old SP. And I got the TB blues. So can't even sleep at night. And I got the TB blues. Banjo. Get it, girl. Hey, Leon, try that galvanized thing over there again. Sorrow rained over me, Lord. When it rained down, sorrow rained over me. Now my body rattles like a train on the old SP. And I got the TB blues. I got the TB blues. Oh, Jimmy Rogers, there'll never be another. Never be another. Beverly,
Uh-huh.
would you do me a favor and moon us with your moon song?
What?
She's got a moon song.
No.
She's got a moon. It's a totally innocent comment. Now just cut it out.
Oh, sprung that one on me.
Hey, people have more fun than anybody. You know, there you go.
See, that's in
Is that
key.
in E?
E key. Key.
Oh, I love this song. You're gonna like it too, I guarantee you.
Darling, I've got all my friends. And I'm glad to have you out of my sight. I laugh all day long, and I say I'm glad you're gone. But I do my crying at night. I do my crying at night to keep all my heartaches out of sight. Well, it only takes the moon to make me change my tune, for I do my crying at night. I do my crying at night. Keep all my heartaches out of sight. Well, it only takes the moon to make me change my tune, for I do my crying at night. Well, it only takes the moon to make me change my tune, for I do my crying at night.
Woo! My goodness. That is one fine song, and you do such a good job on it.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Beverly and Molly Tuttle rock. Well, they would if they were together, I guarantee you. I love this rock and roll band. Well, there you go. You can call it whatever you want to call it. We love all kinds of bluegrass, all kinds of music, and we put it all together and do it the way we like to do it. And we make no apologies for any of that.
We do it the way it comes out.
Yep, that's right. And just in case you don't think we do traditional bluegrass, I mean, we do quite a bit of it, actually. We try to open up to wider audiences when we're on public events like this, where we know that not everybody is a bluegrass fan necessarily. We do have 257 viewers up there right now, so I think we're doing pretty well. Have you got another good old traditional bluegrass tune for them?
Do we have any other requests that are more traditional in nature?
Rocky Top, Sitting on Top of the World, Dirt Farmer, Neil Skinner Blues, Wabash Cannonball.
How about
Southern Ridge.
how about a Bill Monroe tune? Do you know a Bill Monroe tune? Because I saw a request come up for a Bill Monroe tune. Is it?
Yeah, we could do Come Back Darling, that's one. That's a Bill Monroe tune.
Okay. In the key of A?
Yeah, I think we could do it. That's very good.
You know, I'm not sure I know how it goes offhand.
mean, it's like
I'm
home
sure I've heard
video.
it. I just can't think of them, especially by title. I can't remember people's names, and I cannot remember
song
song
probably go to G
titles.
and do it, I think.
How fast do you want to do that?
Whatever you call it. Whatever you think should be as the banjo kick on. I'll come back to me. Oh, come back to me, little darling. I miss you day and each night. Oh, come back to me, little darling. Don't leave me alone all my life. Oh, what will I do, dear, without you? My life is so lonely. No matter what happens, my darling, I just can't forget loving you. Oh, come back to me, little darling. I miss you each day and each night. Oh, come back to me, little darling. I'll leave me alone all my life. But I know I can never be happy, no matter whatever I do. My thoughts are lonely like you. Oh, come back and be true. Oh, come back to me, little darling. I miss you each day and each night. Oh, come back to me, little darling. Don't leave me alone all my life. Don't leave me alone all my life. There we go.
There you go. That's a good one, Ro. We had a request for Dirt Farmer. That's one of my original numbers, and so I'm going to do that for you. And that's in the key of D. And for those of you who haven't heard it before, if you're playing along, it's got a B minor down to a G. So there you go. I wrote this song back in the 80s when all the farms were being foreclosed upon. Every single night on the news, it was just like the body count from back in the Vietnam days. Every night in the Vietnam days, you'd hear the body count of how many people were killed. And it was just horrible, terrible news every night. And it was the same way in the 80s, but it was on how many farms were foreclosed upon. There was a major turnover in the 80s on the farms and the way that the farms were handled. They got out of the hands of the private individual and went into the big corporations, is really what it amounted to. And maybe that's for the best, I don't know, but it was really a sad time. And so I was sitting in a person's office at AT&T, and they had a painting on their wall, and it was of a farm, but there was a huge erosion ditch coming through this farm. And I thought, boy, that farm is dying. And so, anyway, I put those two things together and wrote this song. I'm an old dirt farmer. I scrape a living from the soil. Like my father before me, I labor and toil. But my father said, son, you should move away. Said farm life is dying. Please don't stay.
I returned for a visit, but I was too late. Father lay dying, I knew it was fate, but he turned and said, son, you should move away. But he just couldn't leave him, and he knew I would stay. Now I'm an old dirt farmer, I scrape a living from the soil, like my father before me. I labor and toil.
Dirt farmer. I always say don't ever make fun of a farmer with your mouth full. There you go. You know what? They feed the world. We'd be hurting without them, that's for doggone sure. Beverly, do another song.
Alrighty, well, we haven't got in Leon's favorite key tonight, a B flat.
B flat. B flat.
Wounded it.
It don't matter to me. Like I said before, I can screw them up in any key. It just
You
don't
think
matter.
we should do the I know what it means to be lonesome?
Whew. Okay.
I wonder where you are tonight, or
My eye's winking at you again. I can't make it stop. It just won't quit. Yeah, can Leon kick that? I think he can. This is what you call, for those of you who may not understand all this music stuff, this is what you call a circle of fifths song. In other words, it's just playing a circle of fifths, and just so you know, it's from B flat to, I think it's a G sharp minor to a C to a F. I think that's what it's doing. I'll find out as we get started here if I get fooled.
Right?
well, I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome and free and never know more than my baby left me this morning when the clock was striking four. Well, the sweet smiling face of my daughter I will never see anymore. Well, I know what it means to be lonesome, and I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome and free and never know more than well, I tried, yes, I tried since the morning. Heaven knows what I've gone through. Still, I give all my unjust forgetting. I'm so lonesome, so lonesome. Well, I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome and free and never know more than yeah, I know what it means to be lonesome. I know what it means to be blue. I know what it means to be lonesome and free and never know more than
That's fast.
That's fast.
25 years ago it didn't seem that fast. my gosh, that seems fast
Got
now.
that quick.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna, if you'll allow me, I'm gonna do 2 more songs and then we're gonna call this an evening. I'm gonna do, start off and do one in the key of F. I don't think we've done one in F tonight yet. And this is a Doyle Lawson song that he made popular. It's called Ain't a Woman Somebody When She's Gone. Quite by accident, someone told me where she'd be, so that's where I went. She still looked the same, there was no change that I could see. And then I realized as I watched her, there'd been a change in me. For all the one, she's a queen. Sweet voice calling me baby, and she's got misty eyes, she's the right size, she's the world's most beautiful lady. I can see her now, the way she was all alone. Ain't a woman somebody when she's gone. Someone else beside her where I used to be. As I watched her hold him close, I thought that could be me. But too late I see love has to be both give and take, and I let her do all the giving. Oh, what a big mistake. She's a queen in a dream with a sweet voice calling me baby, and she's got misty eyes, she's the right size, she's the world's most beautiful lady. I can see her now, the way she was all alone. Ain't a woman somebody when she's gone. Somebody when she's gone. Oh, that's a good old tune. Not exactly what you call a jam song. It's kind of rough in a jam session with that one. Did you have any trouble with that one, Tim, or did you follow right along?
I think I was close.
Tim seems to follow everything pretty well. He does a good job. That one's not exactly your simple kind of tune. Well, let's see. I want to do one more. You know, Merle Haggard was absolutely probably my all-time favorite old country singing kind of guy. You know, it kind of after him, it just kind of started changing, you know. It was real good for a long time after Merle, but man, Merle, he stood out among them all. So I think I'm going to do one of his. Which one do you want me to do? You want me to do the one in A or the one in D? Mama Tried or Lonesome Fugitive?
Oh, I kind of like Lonesome Fugitive.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's try Lonesome Fugitive. This one's a lot harder, but we'll try it anyway. The way we do this is a little different. Before we do it, I'm going to bore the band here and just tell you my story about Merle. We got to open for a lot of different country acts back in the 90s. As a matter of fact, we opened for one right after another. We just had the greatest time. And this particular night, we were opening for Merle Haggard. And it was in a big auditorium, and it was sold out pretty much. And we did our sound check, and as we got off stage doing our sound check, the crew there says, hey, we've got a whole steak dinner for you guys are in the back there, so just go back there, grab your steak. Well, I told the whole band that ordinarily they would run me over to get there, but this night, for whatever reason, none of them did it. I went back there, I got my steak, and I sat down at this little round table, and I just got in about my first bite, and in walks Merle. And it was just Merle and myself in this room. It was so cool. And he walks over and he gets his steak, you know, and he turns around and he says, can I sit with you? I said, well, heck yeah. I was tickled to have him sit down. And he and I sat there and ate our steak dinner uninterrupted. Nobody else came in the room for almost an hour. I would say 50 minutes. And he was the kindest, nicest, most polite guy. I tell you what, I just enjoyed the heck out of it. One of my favorite memories of all time, getting to eat dinner with Merle Haggard. So I hope you'll like my version, kind of messing up his version a little bit, because we're going to do this a little more bluegrass style. He never did it like this, I don't think. I got to hit the right key. In a minute here, I'll get it. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I raised a lot of cane back in my younger days, while mama used to pray my crops would bend. Now I'm I'll run the law or spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm lonely, but I can't afford the luxury of having one I love to come along. She'd only slow me down and they'd catch up to me. For he who travels fastest goes along. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. Take us out, Leon. There you have it, friends and neighbors, live from the Rosa String Works workshop. Boy, we hope we did something that you enjoyed. You can still do those super chats, $25 or more, and pay these guys gas money home that way. And if it is a $25 donation or more, we will send you one of the Boers CDs. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really do appreciate you being here. We'll see you the next time.